Hey guys,
Hi,
welcome back. I'm George,
I'm Woon.
and we are from
Just living.
Just Living with George
George
and
and
Woon. Today, I want to share my thoughts with you. And I thought about this today, this morning actually. It seems like a lot of times when I talk, I'm very negative. And it's not that. It's not that at all. What it is if you hear a positive thing, you learn nothing from it other than it's great. What a lot of people in many channels and in many documentaries and what have you, they only tell you all the great things. And that's great. But the reality of life is that you have to also listen to the negative side of things, and that is where the learning is at. So I could sit here and tell you, all the great things of life, and at the end of the day, you got nothing. You got a great story, but that was it. So I wanted to explain to you guys that the negative things are not because I'm a negative person. The negative things, as people call them, to me, are the important things of whatever process I'm going through. For example, for those of you that have seen some of the previous videos, right now we are going through a bit of a deal with the fish tanks. So I tell you about the things that happened. A wall collapsed. The contractor said this and did that. I am showing you the things that I think are important. And the contractor told us that it would be okay to do it in the way that it was done. I was insisting that it wasn't, and he reassured me that he has decades of experience. Now, being here in Thailand, this is a totally different thing because the geology of this whole area is just completely different than where I come from. And here you have many areas that sink a little faster than others. For example, right there where the fish tank was made, once you dig down about a meter or so, it was solid sand. So according to him, it would be okay. And we trusted him, and he did what he did, and now we have the results. Now, hindsight, as I tell you all the time, is 2020. And what should have happened is after the walls went up, the floors should have gone in. This way, the bottom could not be pushed out. And then, along with that, internal braces with bamboo or whatever should have been put in if we were going to continue working on this after the rainy season. Once that concrete floor was in, the rain would fill up the tanks and provide outward pressure to counteract against the dirt settling and pushing into the tanks. But that's hindsight. So, you could say, well, you're complaining, well, it's negative, but no. I'm the one that is going through this. I'm the one that's losing money, and I am telling you this so that if you have a similar project here in Thailand or wherever you're at, you will think about these little details and perhaps change what you do and how you do it. So if I tell you, oh, everything's great, everything's great, everything's great, but I never tell you about the walls collapsing, I never tell you about, you know, all these things that happen, I share nothing that will teach you something and save you money in the long run, and perhaps give you a little bit of information that makes you think about some of the things that could go wrong. And I guess you could say that I'm negative, you could say that I complain, you could say many things, but I feel that sharing something should be 100%, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If I only share all the good, great things, then the story is worthless, the sharing is, you know, it has no meaning. So, if I tell you all the great things, I would just sit here and it's like watching a cartoon or something, you know.
And why I'm doing here?
You are here because you...
I'm speak Thai.
Yeah.
He don't. That is the big problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of the time he a full man.
Yeah. and as you've seen in some of our videos, Woon had to come home one day from work because it was just out of control. And you know, it's not specific to this contractor. I mean, I've had other people work and there's been problems, and you know, I've had people do work for me back in the States and I've had problems, and you know, the only big major difference here is that, well, I don't speak Thai, and back in the States they speak English and I speak English, you know.
And sometimes they're just taking advantage that you not speak Thai, you not understand Thai, do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And you just have zero to understand them.
Yeah, I mean, that's also true. But, you know, to me, that frustration is just part of not knowing the language. But to me, it's more important to share, you know, what I think they're doing and to show you the end results, whether they're good or bad. And so I just want you guys to understand that I'm not complaining, I'm not being negative, I'm just sharing 100% of the process. You know, if it's a good process, if it's a bad process, if it's an ugly one, whatever, you know, I want to share this with you. And, you know, a lot of people, they make videos and they tell you all these wonderful things because they want you to watch their videos and, you know, click like and share and whatever. And I want more than that. Yes, I want you to watch it, I want you to like, and I want you to share it, but I also want you to learn, and I want you to experience what I am experiencing so that in the future you don't have to go through some of these things. And perhaps, you know, you could say, hey, I saw this video and it was all these results, and that's what you're trying to do, and we need to change it. You know, that's not going to happen to me. So all my videos along the way, I've always told you, hindsight is 20/20. You know, and if I could go back in time and change from the things that I learned now, I would do it, but we're not there yet. So I just have to deal with whatever happens. And next time that I have a project that involves part of a situation from a different project, I just do it differently. You know, so that is how it is. And the other thing is that here, the other thing is that here, you know, people are set in the way that they build, and they've been building like this forever. And when you try to tell them something, they don't want to do it because it's not how they do things, and you know, they're not really interested in learning new things, any new techniques. They do what they do, and that's what they do. And if you don't like it, they have no problem telling you, see ya, get somebody else. And you get somebody else and they're going to tell you the same thing. So, you know, I hope that you guys bear with me. Try to understand that I am not being negative. I am just looking for
better idea,
a better idea. I'm looking for
better solution.
yeah, for a better solution. But I'm looking for you. I'm looking out for you so that you don't make the same mistakes that I'm going through, you know. And what happened to the fish tanks? We discussed it with the contractor, and he assured me that decades of experience, that's the way to do it. And so it's like, okay, let's do it, you know. So anyway, I just want you to know this. I want you to look at my comments in a different way that most people look at, you know. So
Thank you.
yeah, so thank you in advance. You know, thank you for putting up with all these crazy thoughts, crazy comments. You know, but the thing is if I think it, I'll tell you because I think it's important when I tell you. And you might not think it's important. You might not think it's a positive thing or a good thing or what have you, but I am really looking out for you because I don't want anybody out there, whether you're building here in Thailand or anywhere else in the world, I don't want you to experience some of the things that I have already gone through. So don't reinvent the wheel. You know, learn from my mistakes and my experiences, and you know, hopefully it'll help you out. All right guys,
Thank you very much for listening.
yeah, thank you for letting me rant. And
Thank you me to listening.
yes, if it wasn't for Woon, I would have quit all this stuff a long time ago, because she comes home and I spend an hour, you know, just venting, and she just sits there and tells me it's gonna be okay, you know. And like they say here in Thailand, my ben rai.
All right.
Okay, see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย